Here is a question to find the volume of a solid obtained by revolving the shaded region. The shaded region is this portion here. It's intersection of a parabola, which is y equal to root x, and a line, which is the red line, y equal to 2 minus x. So we need to rotate this shaded region around x-axis. So rotation is around x-axis. This axis is the axis of rotation. So I always mark up a little rotation mark here so I know where the rotation is happening. So before I can find the volume, I need to see the solid, right? So I'm going to try to draw the solid by drawing a mirror image of this region, something like that. So this is my region rotated. You can show a little rotation by drawing a little circular action here. Okay, so that is my solid of rotation. I want to find the volume using Shell's method. So Shell's method means you need to try to draw a cylindrical shell from this by rotating a small rectangle which we take from the region and rotating that around the same axis of rotation. The axis of rotation is x-axis. So the cylinder's axis of rotation is also x-axis. Okay. So the formula of the volume is integral circumference of the cylinder, that will be circular base, times height of the cylinder time height. We need to integrate it with respect to y. If the rotation is around x-axis, then the integral is with respect to y. In the shell method, it's opposite. If your rotation is around x-axis, a horizontal axis, then your integral is with respect to y. Okay, so let's figure out circumference. Circumference is 2 pi times radius of the circular base of the cylinder. So the radius is this part. Okay, if a point is there on this line x y and this is x y, the height here, this part, the radius of the cylinder is going to be given by y coordinate. So here the radius is y coordinate times we have the height of the cylinder. Height of the cylinder is this green portion, this much. Okay, how do I find that? That's gonna be this length, which is x from the line. What is the x from the line? The line's equation is y equal to 2 minus x. So x would be equal to 2 minus y. So x, this red distance is 2 minus y from the line minus this distance, this blue distance, that is the x value from the parabola. What is the parabola? Parabola is y equal to root x. From there, x is equal to y square minus y square. So the red line is 2 minus y minus the blue line is y square. That is the height of the cylinder. We're going to put it here, 2 minus y square dy. And because we are integrating with respect to y, your limits are going to be y values 0 to 1. So 0 to 1. So we have our volume. This is the most important part to find, to set up an integral to find the volume of the shape. Now, once you have that, the question becomes easy. 2 pi is pulled out, integral from 0 to 1. This y is going to distribute inside. This is going to become 2y minus y cube minus y square, minus y cube with respect to y. Okay, so this integral can be easily solved using power. 2 pi 2y squared by 2 minus y cubed by 3 minus y4 by 4 from 0 to 1. Once you write the integral, you need to write the limits on the right hand side. This 2 can cancel. Now we need to put these limits. Upper limit minus the lower limit. When I put upper limit, 1 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. When I put 0, it's just 0. So we can put this number in the calculator. So that is going to be 5 by 12. The answer is going to be 5 pi by 6 for your volume of the sheet. So let's summarize a little quickly. Using the shell methods, we have our formula as the circumference of the cylinder times height. If the rotation is around horizontal x-axis, then the integral with respect to y. Okay. So we are going to find the radius of the cylinder. The radius of cylinder came from this blue line here. That was just the y value. And for the height of the cylinder, we had to subtract two x values. So we had to find x value from the line and x value from the parabola, subtracted them to got height. And then the integral was a simple integral from the power rule.